Okay, so you sit down at a restaurant, ready to see what's on the menu, and boom, there it is, a QR code. Is this the new normal or just a fad? Today, we're diving into the world of QR code menus, figuring out what this whole digital menu thing means for restaurants and, well, all of us diners.
Interesting you say shift, because it's bigger than just a simple tech upgrade, isn't it?
Hmm.
We're talking a whole change in how we experience eating out.
You're right. It's not just about the tech itself, it's about what it represents. But for anyone who's lost, could you walk us through the basics?
Sure. Basically, think of a QR code like a doorway on your phone. Scan it with your camera, and bam, you're looking at a digital menu. Usually, it's a web page the restaurant made.
So not just a digital copy of a paper menu, then. These articles we have mention all these interactive features, right?
Yeah, exactly. High-res photos, sometimes even videos of the dishes. Some let you filter by, dietary needs, read reviews. It's making the experience more engaging, giving you more info.
You say engaging, but I know some people find the whole QR code thing a little, I don't know, impersonal. Are restaurants worried about that?
It's a good point, and the smart ones are seeing it as an opportunity, not a problem. They're figuring out how to balance the convenience of technology with, well, that classic hospitality.
How do they strike that balance? Examples.
Some restaurant owners I've talked to are, like, offering a few clean physical menus for people who prefer those. Others make sure their staff are ready to help people navigate the digital menu, especially those who aren't as comfortable with tech.
Making sure everyone's comfortable, whether they're tech savvy or not.
Exactly. It's about making sure everyone feels welcome and can enjoy their meal no matter what.
And this shift to digital menus, it's not just about being trendy, right? There must be some benefits for restaurants too.
Definitely. The articles talk about the business side. It's efficient. Imagine changing prices instantly when ingredient costs change, or promoting a new dish without reprinting every menu. They can even adjust things based on what customers are ordering. Big changes for how they operate.
And it saves money in the long run. No more paying to print menus all the time.
Right. Restaurants are realizing going digital isn't just about keeping up. It's about streamlining everything, saving money, even being more environmentally friendly. It's a win-win.
Okay, so we talked about the how and why of QR codes, but what about the customer experience? Are there any downsides to this digital menu revolution?
And that's where things get really interesting. While there are, obvious advantages for restaurants and diners, this tech also has its own unique challenges.
Let's talk about those challenges. One that pops into my head is accessibility. Not everyone's tech savvy, and some people don't even have smartphones. Are we creating a digital divide in restaurants too?
That's really important, and it goes back to restaurants needing to be smart about how they do this. Having those paper menus helps, but they also need to train their staff to be aware of those needs, help people without making them feel awkward.
Making it comfortable for everyone.
Right, and it's not just about getting to the menu itself. Some articles talked about how this could make the whole dining experience less engaging. Think about it. A group of friends out for dinner, all on their phones, looking at the menu, it could take away from that shared experience, that connection you get when you eat together.
That's a good point. Can restaurants do anything about that?
Absolutely. Some are encouraging people to put their phones away once they've ordered, or even giving them a reason to, like a little reward.
Like a discount if you talk to your friends instead of your phone.
Yeah. It's about finding ways to make sure the technology is adding to the social part of dining, not taking away from it.
Makes sense. And some of these digital menus, they're not just dishes and prices. We're talking good photos, videos, even stuff like filters for dietary needs and reviews. Is that just a gimmick, or is there something really useful there?
I think it could be really useful if it's done right. Like, imagine seeing a 3D model of a dish before you order it, or a video of how it's made.
Some articles even mention augmented reality. That sounds pretty futuristic.
It is. And so cool. Like, you put your phone at the menu and suddenly you see the dish on your table virtually. You get a way better idea of how big it is, how it looks, what's in it.
Blending imagination and reality?
Exactly.
Right.
And if you've got dietary restrictions, being able to quickly filter the menu or see exactly what's in each dish is a game changer. No more awkward questions for the server or feeling like you can't get what you really want.
You have all the information right there.
And it opens up the possibility for making it all about you. Imagine a menu that remembers what you like, suggests things based on what you've ordered before, even recommends wines you might enjoy.
Like having your own personal waiter whose only job is to help you pick the perfect meal.
Exactly. That kind of thing can take your whole dining experience to another level, make it really memorable. But, There are also some downsides we need to think about.
Oh, like what?
Well, some people worry about all the data being collected. Are restaurants tracking our every order, figuring out our eating habits? Where's that data going, and what are they doing with it?
It's like that saying, if you're not paying for the product, you are the product. And in this case, the product is our personal information.
Exactly, and that's something we have to be aware of as this tech gets more and more advanced. Are we okay with restaurants knowing what we like to eat, what we usually order, even how often we eat out? Those are questions we need to ask.
It's a tough balance. This technology could make our dining experiences so much better, but we also need to make sure our privacy isn't disappearing at the same time.
You got it. It's about finding that sweet spot where technology improves our lives without taking away the things we value.
Yeah, it makes you think, doesn't it?
It really does. And it kind of makes you think about the bigger picture, you know? Just because we have the technology to do something, does that mean we should?
Right. It's easy to get caught up in the latest and greatest, but we can't forget about what really matters.
Exactly. And that's where the real conversation about QR codes and the future of dining needs to happen. It's not just about the tech, it's about how we use it to make the experience what we want it to be.
So it's not really QR codes versus old school menus. It's more about using technology in a way that makes dining better for everyone.
Right. It's about taking the best of both worlds and putting them together. Imagine a future where you can order and pay without any hassle, get recommendations that are perfect for you, even have these cool interactive experiences, but it's still warm and friendly and human, you know?
Yeah.
That's what makes going out to eat so special.
It sounds like there are exciting times ahead for food and dining.
There really are. And I can't wait to see what restaurants come up with next and how people respond to it. Who knows what amazing, delicious things are in store for us.
This has made me hungry. I'm ready for my next dining adventure. How about you?
Me too.
Yeah.
And for everyone listening, next time you're out, be curious. Pay attention to how the restaurant is using technology, what works, what could be better. Your thoughts matter as we figure out this whole new world of dining.
And on that note, we're wrapping up our deep dive into the world of QR code menus. Remember, technology is always changing, and so is the way we experience food. So next time you scan that little code, think about what it means, the good and the bad. You might just be seeing the future of dining right in front of you.
Until next time, happy eating.